Now it's uncomfortable.
No, it's okay. I like it a lot more than the chairs.
I
the
don't.
chairs are so uncomfortable.
I think this is so uncomfortable, actually.
Do you like the chairs?
I love the chairs.
Okay, let's talk about that in the podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do a community tab. Do y'all want us to sit on the chairs or on the couch?
We're not gonna sit on the chairs.
We are.
No, I hate that.
One day we're gonna come back to them.
Please no. Okay.
Like, I think it would be fair if we just, switch it up every now and then. So, like, you got your couch, I got my chair.
What do you like about the chairs?
It's just way
Let's
much.
talk about that in the podcast.
We're literally already
Girl,
recording.
We didn't even do like an intro. We like switched over. So what are we talking about? And then we like kind of talked about the chairs.
Fine.
Okay.
Let's keep this in the intro though, so they'll realize what we're doing. Welcome to Popcast.
I missed my cue.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Not y'all barging in on
Guys,
our conversation.
Don't interrupt us.
Don't listen in.
Okay, now back to the chairs.
Now back to the
What the
chairs.
fuck? What do you like about them?
The chairs are so much more comfortable.
How?
Like,
Tell me, because they are stiff. They're like tilted to the front, so you feel like really weird positioned on them. They are uncomfortable. They're really
tilted
hard.
to the front.
Yeah, they're really straight, and when you sit on them, they're like slightly tilted to the front.
They aren't though.
Yeah, they are.
Under my ass, they aren't.
Girl, yeah, because mine's bigger.
Girl.
No, because have you ever sat on a good chair?
Yes, these are amazing chairs. I love these chairs.
Can we edit a picture of these chairs that is specifically that one?
No, that one's ratty.
They're the same chair, just one is like ripped and the other one isn't.
Literally. But the chairs
How
are...
much are they? $50 at max? 30?
Sorry, I'm no millionaire. I'm not gonna buy those really, really expensive ass
You can
chairs.
find good ones for 150, like really good ones.
Yeah, well, I ain't paying $150 for a chair.
I mean, that's why you're positioned like that. That's why your posture is bad.
My posture ain't bad. That's because I walk on my fucking toes. That has nothing to do with $50 chairs. That's just because I walk like a bastard. That has nothing to do with my IKEA chairs, mama.
They are so uncomfortable.
No,
though.
they aren't.
I hate
And I
them.
really enjoy having a surface in front of me. I can put my hands there. I can put the mic down. I hate holding the mic, actually.
Really?
I hate holding the mic. And I also felt like, if we ever talk about something, we can put it down. The people can have a look at it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hate them.
Yeah, well, what? Y'all, tell us in the comments.
Y'all, tell us how you feel today.
Tell us how you feel about the chairs and the couch down below in the comments.
Yeah, no. We're gonna edit a picture of the chair and to show you guys how ratty they both look.
Rude. Anyways. So, Nintendo, go on.
So let's
Actually, wait. Y'all, we are the Popcast with Alex and Luca. Welcome so much to this episode. Welcome so much. Welcome so much to this episode. I'm Luca, that's Alex, and follow us on our socials and our channels.
The children
are
the
future. I believe the children are our future.
I love RuPaul.
RuPaul. No, but I'm Luca. That's John. That's Alex, and we are
called me John.
we are the Popcast hosts.
Yeah.
Follow our socials.
And let us mention again, there are other podcast
There are other podcasters.
Podcasters with the same name.
We're not trying to copy you.
Trying to copy. We are trying to, build on our own ideas.
Like, we came up with that and then realized that there's people with that name.
We already had everything set up and then realized it, so we were too lazy to change it.
Yeah, low-key, sorry for y'all.
Sorry, boys.
We really didn't want to do that, but we're going to do it anyway.
Period.
So, like, no affiliation with any other podcasts.
Nothing. So, now, by the way, I didn't even check what time we started at. We have a clock, like a tiny clock.
Should I get it and show them?
Oh, please
Let
no.
me. Yeah, I'm
Please
getting
don't. Ugh. We have that.
We got this cute little clock. And this is our way to tell how far we've been recording. If we actually would have looked at it when we started.
Yeah, weirdly enough, we didn't even.
I feel like we've only been recording for like
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is actually my clock that I keep on my nightstand for no good reason because I don't use it. But now it has a use.
You're so weirdly vintagey.
Thank you.
But not in a
not in a good way. I hate you.
No, I mean not in a good way. I mean in a way too clean way. It looks like if someone Googled or if someone Googled vintage room of a teenager. That's what your room looks like. And it's not an actual room of a teenager back in the day.
No. That was not the plan.
I mean,
like it literally was not.
I mean, it still looks like it.
Can't help that.
You technically can.
No, because it's just stuff I like. Like
it's probably just because it looks too modern and too clean for it to actually be a vintage room.
Well, it's not supposed to be a vintage room. It's my room in today.
Let's go on to the topic. Nintendo. First, I want to talk about Pokemon again, because how I said last episode, I don't get it. I don't get the hype behind it. I don't get why it's such a big name. The games are so boring. It's like a round-based RPG-ish game with the most boring and basic tactics. There's nothing to it. It's a 1v1. You just look, okay, what's good against that guy? Let me press that. And oh no, he's gonna do a lot of damage. Let me just protect myself or flee. That's like all you can do. There's nothing to it. There's no substance.
Yeah.
I love how you just completely disassociated. You were like,
I never played Pokemon. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I like the animals. They're cute.
They're not animals. They're Pokemon. No, okay. I just don't get it. If Game Freak, what are they called? The people who made the game?
Nintendo ?
Nintendo didn't make it. Nintendo published it.
I thought it was an original Nintendo series.
No, they published it.
Oop.
I think it was Game Freak. Fuck you, Game Freak. I hate you. Okay. Next topic. Nintendo Switch 2.
Fuck you. Okay, next topic. Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, well, Nintendo Switch 2.
What do you think about it?
I'm getting it.
Switch? Period. Same.
Because you know why? My Switch is old. Like, I got it on release.
Yeah.
So mine is like really old and low-key broken, and she's so fucking loud. Literally, I start her up and she's...
It's giving PlayStation 4.
Calm down. My PlayStation 4 is so loud as well.
Know.
Calm down. PlayStation Airlines who? Anyways.
PS Airlines.
PS Airlines.
Buenos Aires.
PSA. No, but the thing is, I'm getting it. Okay, but like... I'm not... Oh! What just happened?
Okay,
no,
girl.
I want to get it.
1 hour of talking already cooked us.
No, but I want to get it.
Same.
But low-key, the price is kind of crazy.
What? Really?
I feel like.
What do you...
Like, the Switch back in the day was a lot cheaper,
like
and it's low-key not that much better. The 2 is not that much better hardware-wise.
Did you even watch the trailer?
I did.
From like 30...
I read multiple articles.
30 FPS or 30 FPS to 120 4K.
Well, it's not 4K.
They said 4K.
But it isn't. So many articles claim that it isn't 4K.
Nintendo claimed it, and I'd rather trust Nintendo than a random article.
That's what
Nintendo claimed it to be on a lot of games, so it's probably like either 4K 60 hertz or 60 frames, or 120 and just 2K or full HD, whatever you call it.
What I don't get is the whole...
And don't forget, the Joy-Cons are a lot better quality.
I'm so glad they changed up the Joy-Cons.
It's an OLED screen. And
it's a lot bigger as well. No, it's not OLED.
It's not OLED?
It's not OLED. It's not OLED.
Okay, that
it's
was
an LCD.
That really pisses me off because they already have an OLED Switch.
That's what I wanted to ask you, actually. What is it with all of those OLED screens? I thought they were like weird for burning pixels in or something like that.
They can. Your phone has an OLED screen as well, if you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
So the difference is OLED is organic LED. So black is black. It turns off.
Oh.
When it's a black pixel, it turns off. That's why it looks so good when it's black and the colors are so vibrant. The difference between that and LCD doesn't fully turn off. That's why black seems more like gray. And it's most of the time it can be a lot brighter and a lot more vibrant. But OLED has more contrast.
Oh.
But the pixels can burn in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I only read about that back when it was like new, so I was like always a bit.
The OLED Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just OLED screens in general. Like when they started.
OLED screens have been used like all the way back in 2008. I don't think you were reading.
But they weren't all that mainstreamly used.
They were, and like the Android, Samsung has been using them since their whole career.
Really?
Google started using them instantly. Nexus wasn't, so like the company prior to Google, the Google phone, sorry. Like a lot of Android companies already use them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Apple was the only one that switched. It took Apple 10 years to switch to OLED. And that,
Apple. One thing about Apple, they don't like changing things. They really don't.
They don't like features.
Unless it's for making money.
Unless
then they're quick with it. Remember when they started making AirPods?
Oh god.
Girl, it was like one iPhone model, the headphone jack gone. Buy AirPods. Like what?
That is so funny. So one thing that really pisses me off about Apple. Do you want to know why they started using OLED?
Tell me.
OLED is flexible. And back in the day, phones always, if they had like a lot of screen, like the Samsung ones, you might notice they have really thin edges on the sides, but the bottom is pretty thick.
Yeah.
So Apple thought, okay, how can we fix that? They used the screen and bent it over. That's why the phone was so round on the edges and thicker, so that they can have really thin edges on the sides and have them be the same width everywhere. That's what they did. And then they claimed it to be super inventional and super...
Inventional?
Inventional, is that what you call it?
Is that a word? Inventive, I think.
Inventive, yeah, that makes more sense. Inventive or inventional?
Innovative, actually.
Oh my god, we're so dumb. Innovative?
Innovative.
Innovative. I don't like that. Sounds weird. They really claimed it to be... I think it's innovative.
No.
Innovative?
Innovative.
Innovative/innovative/inventional/ in whatever we called it. And that's what they do. That's what they do every time. They first had noise canceling. They called it super crazy, something that headphones were rocking for quite some time.
Yeah, like they keep
calling everything they add to their phones crazy. Like
which it isn't. It really isn't.
Do you remember the iPhone 13 Pro, the first one with 120 hertz? A lot of other phones have had it for multiple years, and they were like, wow, and they still call their screens like something really unique. Every Android above $300 has the same or a better screen.
But the thing is, it works because people don't inform
people
themselves.
Are stupid.
Like they're like, okay, Apple says it's new, so it's new.
Yeah, they're like so brainwashed. That's what brainwash means, and how they are so indoctrinated by Apple and the ecosystem, and how they're like, no, everything besides Apple is bad. Like, people who still think like that really piss me off.
I really don't get that.
You only use Apple because you've used it your whole life, don't you?
Not really. Like, I use certain products from Apple and certain products that are not Apple.
Yeah, I mean like your phone wise.
I have had my first iPhone I got when that was like a few years ago. I always had Android phones back in the day.
Oh, but didn't you have like really crappy Android phones?
I did.
Yeah, 'cause that's what a lot of people experience. So they have, for context, Android obviously goes a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Android goes a lot cheaper, but also goes a lot more expensive. So they have really cheap entry phones and overly expensive 3 times foldable ones with a camera that is like on the whole back. Shout out to Xiaomi. While Apple has like their 3 phones, now 4. They have the Pro Max, the Pro, the normal Plus, the normal one, and now the E, the 16E.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, and that one is such a waste of money. It's like $650, I believe, or $700 or $599. I don't really know. 60 hertz, and it looks exactly like an iPhone 13 with 1 camera.
Girl, I don't. Yeah.
It has the same chassis as well.
The thing is, like, about the whole Apple Android thing. I just really enjoy Apple for it just feels very elegant.
It feels.
It feels very.
It adds up with your lacking knowledge of technology, because that's what Apple's aiming for. Simplicity in use, but not efficient use.
Yeah.
So you know where you can find stuff, like the holding your screen to change the wallpaper. Android doesn't do that, but you can customize so much more, and you can find it really efficiently. You can use your Android really efficiently, while an iPhone is a lot more comfortable to use, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I don't really think I could ever switch back to Android.
Yeah.
Because I just, like, I feel like you're either used to Android or iOS. And it's kind of hard to switch, I think.
It's hard for people who are not into technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same with laptops, because I use both. I have a PC at home and I use a MacBook.
That's another thing. I remember when you showed me the MacBook when you got it.
Oh, you were confused.
I was confused. Like, I don't get how a home screen doesn't have, like, the taskbar and stuff like that.
But it has it.
I know, but it's different. And that is already, like, cosmetic changes are enough to confuse me.
The thing is, it's the same as iOS. It's really comfortable to use if you forget everything you know about Windows. Because Windows is super efficient. But once you get into Mac, it's super nice to use. You can select everything you need on the top row. You have all your you have all the apps you use on the bottom, and if they're not enough, you can find them in the app finder.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a thing on Windows. You just always have to type it in the search bar, and Windows usually doesn't look as clean as Mac.
That's true.
But one thing that I love about Mac is you usually have the downloads folder on the bottom always. And you can add a lot more folders, so you can they're easily accessible. And it's just pretty comfortable to use. I love them for editing. For video editing, they're so much better than Windows laptops.
I believe that. Like, Windows is
Photo
sometimes
editing,
very boxy, I feel like.
It's good for everything besides creative stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do anything actual work related, like numbers, finances, anything with numbers, IT, Windows is so much better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also with the whole Office services and stuff like that.
Office services are available on
are they?
On Mac though. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they had their own equivalent to it.
No.
Well,
where did we stop?
Switch 2, actually.
Yeah, makes more sense. But where do Nintendo OLED Switch? That's what we last talked about.
Oh yeah. So the Switch 2 is not OLED, actually.
I don't know if I like that.
The thing is, the Switch 2 is kind of, and also I heard that the game prices are supposed to be a lot higher.
Not a lot higher, but they rise from like 65 to 70 to more like 80 or 90 even, which is
a lot.
Yeah. Like the $60
like per game, $100 per game is
100 is a little over exaggerated, but 80 to 90 is so much. Like the $60 is so burned into my brain for a game that it's like so weird to see more than that.
And it's low-key like I don't get why they changed it.
I mean, inflation does make sense, but they should just done it gradually and not just so cut.
The thing is, I don't really even want to talk about it because everyone is saying something different.
Yeah.
So I low-key just want to wait until it's out and see if it's really true or not. Because Nintendo themselves didn't say anything about game prices.
Really? Yeah, it's just
it's only articles that keep being like, actually the games are about to be $90, and I'm like, well,
it's that one game. It's the Mario
Kart World. That looks so amazing. That game.
I personally find Mario Kart to be really boring.
No, I love Mario Kart. I love it.
This is the difference between a casual gamer and someone who really I don't know. I'm different, guys. No, I don't know. I really, I don't like it. I don't like Mario Kart.
I love Mario Kart.
It's so boring to me.
I love Mario sports games. I love Mario Kart.
I love sports. I love the sports games. I don't like kart, but I love the jump and runs.
Oh yeah,
that's so cute. That's really fun to play.
But I enjoy 3D Marios the most.
Yeah, my favorite.
Odyssey is probably the best game they ever made.
It's good, but I don't like the vibe.
You don't? No. I love it. I adore that game.
It's a really good game, I have to admit, but I just personally don't really enjoy the vibe.
You don't?
No.
Like, what about it?
It doesn't. It feels shallow, which is kind of weird. But like the whole island theme. They're like tiny worlds. They're really small. They feel really cramped.
Are we talking about the same game?
The maps aren't that big, are they? The biggest one is the city one. That one I like. But what I have in mind is like the one with the dinosaur as well.
Yeah, well, that's like the intro. Of course, that one's
like
smaller.
The really intro one, I don't
okay,
like
that's the what it's called.
First one. I don't fucking know.
That's Hootland.
Ew. Not just saying it in German. The bosses, the Bowser boss is like really, I don't know. I don't like the Bowser map. No, I don't like the vibe of it. I get why people really like it. There's a lot of speedrun potential. There's a lot of mechanic potential.
I just really enjoy the openness of it. It's like the most open Mario game we've got up until now.
Yeah.
Like you can just on your own say, I'm going back to that world and like looking for some more moons.
Oh,
like you never had that.
You always had that.
No,
girl.
Not like that. It was always closed off levels.
Mario 360?
What the hell is Mario 360?
360? Am I dumb? 64.
Yeah, well, but that was the castle. The castle with the paintings.
Yeah.
But it's still closed off levels. And I feel like in Odyssey...
Isn't it the same in Odyssey? You still have to go there specifically, and you can't just go somewhere else without loading times.
Of course, but there's not really a lot of loading time, and it just feels like a lot more open.
I think
like, because in 64, you just jump into the paintings and you're like in that little world. Yes, of course. But for me, I just really like that like Odyssey and 64 are like low-key the only ones that work like that.
Because what is it called? Galaxy is pretty open, but it has that big hub.
The Rosalina thingy, yeah.
But what is it called? Sun something. The one where you like squirt water everywhere. Do you know which one I'm on about?
Squirt water everywhere.
That one's really good.
Like in Galaxy or like a separate game?
No, separate game.
Oh, Sunshine.
I was
that
like,
one's amazing too.
Sunrise, but it's not Sunrise.
Sunshine is amazing too. I want to play that one so bad.
Yeah. But it's like all of the 3D ones have that, besides from 3D World.
True.
That one's a little cramped.
But I like that game as well.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun with friends.
Yeah.
The one that I like the most is Sunshine though. I like Sunshine the most by far.
Well, I've never played it, so like I can't really.
Is the most unique. It looks.
That's
the
true.
Most
like
with Galaxy, I don't like Odyssey. I don't like it compared to.
You don't?
No.
No, I love it.
Compared to Galaxy and Sunshine.
I'm really hoping that we get a new 3D Mario for the Switch too.
Oh yeah, obviously we're gonna get it. Like in the next 2 to 3 years.
It's
we're gonna
not
have one.
that obvious though, because usually it's a launch title.
No.
Yes.
Odyssey was a launch title.
It was.
But Sunshine wasn't.
3D World was a launch title.
I wouldn't consider...
I think.
With what?
Was
Wii
it?
U? No.
For the Wii U, yes.
But I wouldn't consider 3D World to be like a big one.
It is though. Like that was the biggest Mario for that era.
Wasn't that one more like the jump and run one? But the Wii U wasn't really an era.
It was though.
Not really.
Literally was.
It was... that's the issue that a lot of people had, because people didn't understand what type of era it was supposed to be.
Of course, but it still was an era. It was an era of uncertainty, but it was an era.
But it was like, how long was the cycle? Was it 6.5 years?
It was released in 2012, and the Switch came in 2017.
So it wasn't even a full 6.5 years, which is the usual time. That's why that part was like so weird, because we had the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great console. That was
really was.
The whole gimmick of that was like insanely powerful. It was super close to. It was stronger than the PS3 actually.
Was it?
Yeah, or it was about PS3 level, while the PS2 was like super far behind.
Well,
or even a little bit stronger. I don't remember when the Cube released.
2001.
Yeah, it was really close to PS3 level as far as I know.
But wasn't PS3 like
a lot later? That's the point.
2009?
Okay, it wasn't that close,
No.
I believe. 2008 or something. I don't know. But it was
because the 2 was like
the PS2 was
2001 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think. Or
2000 maybe?
2000, I think. And the Cube was a lot stronger than the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
That was its whole gimmick. Then 2007 came the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And 2007, 2012, you said, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
No, the Wii was 2006.
The
actually.
Wii U.
No, the Wii was 2006.
I know.
The Wii U was
2006.
2012.
The Wii, yeah. See, that's the 6.5 years, I believe. Or 6.5. And then 4.5 years later, we got the Wii, the Switch.
Yeah, because they wanted to move on from the Wii U, of course.
Yeah, because it wasn't a good...
Yeah.
It wasn't good for them. It
Yeah.
wasn't good for anybody.
They also really failed the advertising and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
So
they completely messed up the
yeah.
console. They should have just made something completely different. That's the
No,
point.
they could have pulled it off if they just did it with more of a plan for it. I feel
mean, it's still kind of more of an extension to a Wii. Like, it's just a Wii upgrade.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and that's why it's not a whole console. That's why it doesn't work as a whole console.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't like it.
I still like it.
Yeah. No, I don't accept that.
Okay. Period.
Back to the Switch 2 though. What I also like is that it's bigger. Probably
it's a lot bigger actually,
Yeah.
I think, than the old one.
And yeah, no, I do love it. I love it.
The thing is, I'm just low-key, like, I don't really care about it. I'm just glad to get like a new Switch. Because mine is broken. Like, I don't really care that it's
I actually think the price is justified.
I think it's
like
a bit
the
much.
$450?
Isn't it like $500?
It depends, but it's not more than $500. And I think it's pretty justified.
I don't know.
Because when the PS4 released, when the PS4 released, it was about 400, 450 to 500.
Was it?
Yeah. And the Switch on release was a lot less powerful. It was just a lot less in general. So I think the upgrade is really justified.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more compared to other handhelds like the Steam Deck, which is a lot more expensive and can do a lot less.
What's a Steam Deck?
Steam Deck.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, it's a handheld similar style to a Switch, just that it has Steam on it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and it's about as powerful as the PS4, but it costs a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, there just is much to it. That's why I don't get the hate on the Switch, because it's cheaper than a Steam Deck. It can do more, and it has the Nintendo games on it.
Of course.
Yeah, so I don't get why people hate the price. It's so much
People
closer.
are just used to lower prices from Nintendo. Nintendo always used to have lower prices than the other competitors.
I mean, they still do. It's still cheaper.
Yeah, well, like $50.
The PS5 Pro, if we
isn't that like 700 something? That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
But
I still think
low-key that PlayStation 5 is so random. Like, it came out and everyone wanted it, and low-key now everyone just forgot about it and still uses their 4.
No, people don't use their 4 anymore.
Of course they do. Loads of people still basically. Because
who's loads of people? Because whenever I hear people talk about it, it's like, yeah, we still have a 4, but we don't use it because it's trash.
No, when I talk to people, it's always like, yeah, I wanted the 5, but I couldn't get it, so I'm still using my 4. I got the Xbox Series X, the Xbox that released the same generation as the PS5, and it's the same issue. It's just as random. Is it?
Yeah.
Because also to me, the 5 doesn't... Well, I never really looked at her, but she doesn't really feel like an improvement to the 4.
Okay, that's just a lie. That's just straight up a lie. It has an SSD. It can do ray tracing. It's a lot bigger, like size-wise. It's a lot years faster.
Is it?
Yes, girl.
I don't know.
That's why we don't talk about things we don't know about. What else do we try to talk about? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get a Switch too, 100%.
Same.
Oh, I wanted to mention my favorite Nintendo game series is Smash Bros.
That's such a weird take.
Why?
Because those seem boring to me.
Why do they seem boring?
You literally don't do anything except beat each other up.
I mean, you live in a village.
Yeah. But like you have a goal.
What's the goal? Build a house?
Yes.
You get better in Smash. You try to be the best. You try to improve your mechanical skill.
Well, I'm not really all that about violence, so...
You bomb each other in Mario Kart. You throw bombs at each other.
That's cute, though. Like, it's cartoony.
So is Smash?
But I don't really enjoy Smash.
See, that's the difference. Saying it's a weird take and not enjoying it is different.
But that's what you do to me every time I say literally anything.
You got me there.
Literally anytime I voice an opinion, no, that's just wrong. Oh, okay.
Okay, no, I don't say that.
You literally do.
I say I don't get it. That's what I say. Every now and then
roll the tapes.
Every now and then I do say that's just wrong, especially with the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, because that is plain wrong.
Well, I told you I don't know about that.
See?
Yeah.
But when I do stuff like that, you can call me out, which you don't do.
Because I'm not that type of person.
Okay, so do you want me to improve?
Improve what?
Be less annoying? Like, do you want to keep complaining about it and then not try to help me improve? Or
yes! That's the plan.
It's like, okay, I shoot arguments against you and you're like, well, you do the same. And then you don't call it out. Period. Like, girl, make it make sense. That's the same thing. We argued about what to have in the podcast, and then at some point you just said like, oh, you never like anything I suggest.
Because that's what it feels like sometimes. I
love how you didn't even talk into your mic. You talk to like the top. You're like, hello?
I do. It works out.
Your mic connects. Like,
it works out.
It works out.
It works out. No, but
oh my god.
Let's actually low key. We need to stop fighting on camera. I feel like. Hey y'all, we still here?
Anyways.
Y'all still here? Are y'all still here?
Are you guys still here?
That's the real question. Are y'all still here?
Can we like talk about music now?
Addison Rae is releasing an album.
Oh Lord, I do not want to hear it.
I do want to hear it.
What do you like about it?
What
do you like about Addison?
Her music.
Girl.
Question mark. What do you like about Addison? Her music. Valid stand.
What do you like about her music? What catches you?
It's cunt. It serves exactly what I want to feel. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I don't get that.
Same way I don't get why you listen to Charlie XCX.
Charlie actually writes most of her lyrics.
So there's literally so many artists that don't write their own music.
Yeah, no, that's not what I tried to say. It's just the example you put was really bad. Because Charlie does like a lot for her.
For?
Addison.
She does?
Yeah, like a lot. She helped her produce. She gets her producers.
She does.
She writes a lot for her, like almost everything. She brought her up with To Die For as an example. She was
my neck to die for, my legs to die for, this sex to die for. I want someone who thinks
that's
I'm
such
to
a bad
die
song.
for.
I hate that one.
And still it's engraved in our brains.
TikTok. What does TikTok do to us?
I'm so close to deleting TikTok.
Same.
Oh my god.
But again, I feel like Addison is just a watered down. If you take hyperpop, put it in a blender, wash it out, and thin it out with water.
Put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it,
Yeah,
give
that's
birth
what
to
Addison
it.
Rae is giving. Addison Rae is hyperpop.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, completely unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
That's what Addison Rae is giving, but not in a good way. It's like hyperpop, but everything you just said.
Perfect.
Yeah, it feels so. Put a filter over hyperpop, and that's her.
Can you repeat that? Actually, I didn't hear that. My brain just went.
Put like a really strong washy. Okay, better way to put it. Put hyperpop. Put A.G. Cook's music underwater. Put a filter over it and record it, and that's what Addison Rae sounds like.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know who A.G. Cook is.
The one who produces almost everything for Charlie. The one who pretty much made hyperpop with Sophie.
See, I don't really enjoy hyperpop.
I feel like you don't enjoy anything outside of your bubble.
So what?
I just stated
literally.
it.
So what?
It's a statement. That's all that is.
And that's my answer to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't help that.
What a weird reaction.
I'm growing older and my body is changing, and I'm not gonna apologize for that.
What a weird way to react to that statement.
Yeah, well.
Oh my god, did you see Katy Perry's tour?
That woman. Literally, why? Just why? Katy Perry, why? Katy Perry, look at me. Girl, Katy Perry, look at me. Why? Why? What? What on earth made you think, yes, that's what I'm gonna do?
It looks so boring.
Not even boring. I would sit there and throw a laughing fit. Why is she...
It's not that she's like... The storyline, it's not that it's terrible, but like... What in the I never went to rehearsal, I have to freestyle? Like, why is she hurling that lightsaber so...
Why does she even have a lightsaber?
And who is she fighting?
What? Literally, what?
I just saw that one clip where she's like flying on that weird thing over the pit, and it's like she
I'm gonna be in the pit.
She's like really singing really carelessly. She doesn't give a fuck, but not in a good way. It's like she sits there really boringly. And the pit is like super bored. They're standing there, and she's flying there really slowly. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why is that happening?
I don't understand. Like,
then she was fighting that alien air duct.
What?
Why is she fighting that? Why is she fighting a worm?
Why is she fighting at all?
Like, who are you fighting?
What are you doing?
Your music.
The thing is, I don't understand. How could you... She was such an icon. She was such a diva. Right? She made such good music. What happened? Because, like, in the Smile era, low-key, her music was still good.
I like the Smile era.
What happened from 2020 to... Not 2020?
2020 to 2024.
Like, what happened?
What happened in between? We had Harley's in Hawaii. That was still good.
I love that. You and I... Vocal queens. Let's go on our own concert tour.
Our feel like we would outshine Katie. Just
Girl,
it's not hard.
With just a mic. She's like there with the lightsaber twirling and fighting. And we're just sitting there and like talking, not even singing. We're just like talking, like with the couch, with the picture of JFK. Well, it's just us.
It's just a podcast tour.
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments. Would you guys want a podcast tour?
I low-key don't understand the concept of I don't.
Ma'am, are you okay?
I don't understand the concept of bitch. I don't understand the concept of podcast tours. Why are people paying to watch me talk?
I mean, they're paying to watch you live talk.
But
like you're interacting with the group. Like,
are
with
we
the
though?
Bitches in front of you, yeah.
Imagine it's just us even ignoring the whole audience.
Yeah, they're like
we're like this. Yeah, so actually I got foot fungus.
Yesterday, I went to that weird cafe.
Yes.
And, you know, the cafe tastes like shit. We just ignore the group.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Like,
why are we here again?
Oh, damn, you're here still, actually.
Guys,
why is there a group
in front of us?
Why are there people watching me? Please.
Crowd?
Anyways, what the fuck just happened? Like, we just had the last 5 minutes. What the fuck?
I don't know.
What was happening?
It's such a fever dream. It's always the second episode to record is always a fever dream.
I remember it back when we had the DICK.
Oh, Lord.
And we used to record 2 episodes an evening. The second was always us just like,
It was so bad.
Because like the first episode is already like problematic sometimes. Because we're both like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just talking and my brain just shuts off. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, I don't know.
Do you remember that episode we trauma dumped?
No, did we even upload that?
Yeah, we did.
What was it called?
I think it was your vomiting dog or shitting dog.
Kinky dog?
Kinky dog.
No, kinky dog. Kinky dog. I remember that was episode 3 of DICK. And I remember while uploading it, talking to Alex, and I went, this one's going to be the episode that no one ever listens to. And in the end, it had like 4 listens at
Not
max.
even. It had like 2.
Yeah. It was like the least listened to episode, and it was, wow.
It made no sense. That episode was such a fever dream.
What other episodes were there? I remember one about a Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah,
like
that was the trauma dump.
If the 3DS goes, I'm going to, or something like that.
Oh my god, yeah. That was the
like
trauma dump.
Kinky Dog. There was the Torture Poets Department, part 1 and 2.
Oh lord.
Midnights.
We did
Renaissance. We used to do album reviews.
Not even reviews, ratings.
And it was so horrible because like low key, like you didn't care about my albums, I didn't care about yours, and we were like sitting there.
Yeah, we were like next song,
and we were
5,
like, okay, so like
okay.
Lavender
next
Haze, Lavender Haze. 5. I didn't like it. What didn't you like? I didn't like it.
I don't
remember.
I don't remember. We were so I don't remember.
Cause like
we didn't even rate them. We should have honestly stuck to the rating, but like not rating, reviewing.
Yeah.
Like scrap the rating.
Real.
Get to reviewing.
Cause like that low key ruined it.
Yeah.
Y'all,
tell us down in the comments.
Would y'all like another album review by us? Comment below. Oh girl. No, but
my throat hurts now.
Well, can't. Yeah. I guess we should maybe stop before things get out of hand.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your second recommendation this time?
What did we talk about today? Low-key only the Switch 2. We talked about literally so boring stuff today, actually.
I feel like to the end we got really funny.
Yeah, but like no one's gonna see the end because the beginning's so boring.
Yeah.
That's always though. Every time we record, like the beginning is like kind of meh.
Yeah,
and then
in the in the end we just I don't know.
Oh.
In the funny.
Stop. Oh. No, but okay. My recommendation of the week, you know, because we're doing this weekly. My recommendation of the week is honestly to I don't know. You go first.
Go to I don't know, if you want to...
Go to a rave. Do coke.
I have two this week. First...
I got two songs.
Go to perfumery.
M to the B, M to the B, M to the B,
okay, now
M to the B, M to the B.
Cut the cameras.
Don't you know that song?
I know.
No, like the video?
Of course.
The Insta Live?
Of course.
Tierra Nelson, that woman.
God.
Oh, sorry.
Go to perfumery and a drugstore. Drugstores aren't really that. And perfumery.
Drugstore.
And
I know that queen.
Find a good perfume. Like, smell good. I hate bad smelling bitches.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Girl, you need to wash that pussy.
My second one, if you like hyper pop, but want to check it out in a different language, check out J-pop. So it's 5VE. They make really funny music. They're really funny. They have a really good social media management. I was looking at the clock the whole time. I wasn't even looking at the camera.
Damn.
Wow, I only realized that now.
That's embarrassing.
Sorry, guys.
It's giving autism. Yeah, y'all. It's
yeah,
giving,
guys, check out the
giving schizo. Oh my god.
Oh my god. You guys, you should really check out. No, because check out 5 on Spotify. They're relatively small.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese know them, but they're not really known international. Their TikTok is really funny.
That's good.
Check out Magic Clock. Really funny song.
Amaze.
Now, what's yours?
Honestly, ourselves. Go check out the other episodes. Go check out our socials. Just watch part 1 of this episode, actually. We uploaded it last week, probably. And we're really funny. I'm telling
crying.
you, we are funny. I'm telling you.
Please believe us.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it.
Y'all don't get it. Okay. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. It's time to stop.
Thank y'all. Check out our social. No! Check out our own solo. That's the word I was looking for. I keep saying socials and I wanted to say solo channels, actually. So check out my channel, Confessions of a Kukul.
Check out Gossip Gloria.
Gossip Gloria. And what do you do on Gossip Gloria?
I make pop culture commentary, like music commentary. My last video was about Two Hollis. One of my favorites, just one of my favorites in general at the moment. He was underground for quite some time, but now he's getting closer to mainstream. Yeah, really good artist. Check it out if you like music.
Yeah, and over on my channel, you can watch me doing whatever the fuck I want, actually. Because I don't have a plan or a concept. It's just me and a camera. Literally, low-key, it's this, but with a predetermined, like, topic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Kinda.
Makes sense.
And it's not 40 minutes, but, like, 10. Like, that's it. So, probably, I don't care. I'm gonna do that Desperate Housewives character ranking next.
Yeah, do the Barbie movie rating.
I'm gonna do that.
Do both.
I'm gonna do both.
Yeah.
And maybe someday I'll start vlogging.
Oh, yeah, that would be funny.
But low-key, my life is boring. Yes.
Like when we do the road trip.
Oh, wow. That would be hilarious.
We plan on doing a road trip to the Baltic Sea.
To what?
The Baltic Sea.
Oh, yes.
To the what?
Excuse me? What did you call me?
To the Baltic Sea.
Baltic Sea, yeah.
And
I didn't even know that until now, actually.
Oh.
But amazing.
What do you mean you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I only knew road trip. I didn't know where we were going. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Anyways, maybe we should also vlog when we go on our late night walks.
Vlogs?
Our late night walk.
Girl, what are we supposed to vlog?
Us doing model walks at 12 a.m. maybe. I don't know. Like 12 a.m.?
It was
midnight. Midnights.
I hate that album.
I love it.
That's why I block Gracie Abrams. Anyways, I hope you guys like.
I hope you guys like I hope you guys like.
My brain is so cooked.
Do you like? I like.
I like.
Do you like?
Do you like?
Do you like? I like. I hope you guys like.
Like, subscribe, follow everything. Follow again. Unsubscribe to subscribe again. Follow all of our socials. I don't even know.
Period.
I'm tired.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad.
Cut the cameras.